So.
Obviously, tough loss yesterday. What's it like now, 24 hours later, to kind of have a chance to think through it?
Um, it's something that you could look back on, seeing what we did wrong, and sort of correct it. Now that the season's behind us, I think it's a lot to build off of. Obviously, finishing with a great year, winning 10 games, finishing with that mark and leave with a statement like that, it's pretty something to look forward to for the next year for sure, and building with this team. So I'm excited for that.
Now that the year's over, do you pay attention to like the defensive player of the year stuff as the awards will come up next month?
Um, yeah, why not? I mean, I ain't got no other choice, but why not? Be involved. In an accolade like that, see what's going on. But um, you know, if I do end up becoming a finalist, it'd be very huge. Some that I had a goal written down before the year, so yeah, that'd be a huge mark for sure.
How proud of you what this defense was able to accomplish, especially given that you guys weren't seen as even sniffing the playoffs, and you guys not only did that, but you led the NFL in sacks and set a franchise record.
Yeah, I think that's very huge. Defensively, we set a standard for ourselves, and we went out there and proved it each and every week. And that's very fundamental to our success. Obviously, the rush up front, the coverage in the back end. So I think when you tie those two pieces together, it sets you up for success. And that's what we did the whole year. And I'm looking forward to build with these guys. Obviously, this was year one with a new group, and I'm excited for the future because we got a lot of young pieces that's coming to, build and mature and grow in their game as well too.
You talked, no, you're good. You talked about locking in those pieces. Jonathan Cooper got re-signed. You got a new deal. You have those corner pieces of this defense continuing to be with you. What does that do, especially knowing you guys are gelling?
Yeah, it builds chemistry, it builds camaraderie, and also builds a standard. Knowing the standard that we set this year, having those guys come back and set that standard for the next years and years ahead, that'd be huge. And VJ has done a great job of allowing us to, be free, be our own player within the defense. So that helps us play better as well too. So I'm very excited for it.
Sean was saying the next step for this team is to get a home game, which would mean, beating the Chiefs in the division. How close do you think you are to being able to challenge them for supremacy in this division?
If you look at it, we're pretty close. A lot of those losses were one-score games, close games. So I think we're there. It's just about finishing. And good teams find a way to finish at the end of the day, and that's where we need to get to. Because we got the talent, we got the right pieces. So I think the next thing we need to hone in on is finishing big-time games and knowing how to win. So.
How big was it to end this playoff? Did it kind of hang on you guys a little bit, or now that you're through that, do you feel like right now is just onward and upward?
Yeah, I think it gave us a huge stride. A huge confidence boost for us as well too. Knowing that it was a long playoff drought, and to be able to eclipse that, that's huge for this franchise. And knowing and seeing what that playoff atmosphere was like is going to motivate us for sure. So.
Now that you have another year, you're going to start to become more of a veteran, and you mentioned the young guys coming in. What have you learned about yourself as far as leadership and how to kind of start to lead some of these younger guys?
Yeah, it was quite the journey this year. Obviously, stepping into that role, playing into a bigger role with the younger guys around me. I'm just thankful for my teammates because they embraced me along this journey, embraced me towards that leadership state, and something that I don't take for granted. And I'm looking to continue to make others better around me and sort of build off that for sure. But it was an incredible ride, an incredible journey this year. So I'm looking forward to lead for years on. So.
Vance Joseph is having a couple of interviews to be a head coach. How deserving do you think he is of that? And do you think that you might have a new defensive coordinator next year?
I think he's very deserving. His resume speaks for itself. He's the ultimate players coach. Whatever team it goes to, the players sort of gel and buy in to his standard and build into his foundation because he's such a great coach and he gets it. He's done this at a high level each and every year. So, the opportunities that he has is very well deserved because the type of coach he is, the type of players coach he is, and how guys respond to him as well too. So yeah, he's very deserving.
Are there mixed emotions with that of you're not wanting him to leave, but also be excited for him with the opportunity?
Yeah, there's always some mixed emotions with that. I mean, VJ is a great coach. We built a great relationship here for sure. So, you know, no matter where he goes or what happens, you know, we always gonna have a big connection and a big relationship between us two. So, you know, the opportunities for him are great. I mean, he definitely deserves it. So.
Is there anything in particular with your own game that you want to improve on this offseason? I know it's tough because you're a favorite for Defensive Player of the Year, but
Yeah.
have you found anywhere you want to improve?
Yeah, it's always things I could improve on. You know, whether it's getting stronger, getting faster, getting quicker, like little things like that, little nuances, you know, throughout my game that I could work on. But that's like every off season. You find little things that you could work on, and you sort of build on that. So.